You are listening to the VCast.
Oh shit, what's up? We're back, the VCast, Vic Cedeno, episode whatever it is. I have returned, and I am back with my boy, Big Mike. What is up?
What's up, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Great.
Chilling?
Yeah,
you
I'm doing
fucking
good.
endured an open mic, a full open mic,
Yeah,
waiting for me.
wow.
Thank you, sir.
A lot of
I appreciate the
talent
sacrifice.
there. A lot of talent down there, buddy.
Oh yeah, that's the fun stuff, man. Open mics are the soul crushers. It really, if you can't continue to keep coming to these things and endure, then you're just not cut out.
Yeah, but that's where you get your bark.
But then you get some people that just like going because they're crazy. But what are you gonna do? Anyway,
That was my favorite thing, man. I
Woo!
love that. I love thinking about, a few years ago when I used to step out to the open mics.
yeah,
That was a lot of learning, man. Like whether I continued as a comic at all, I haven't for a long time, but that taught me a lot, man. That gives you some balls.
yeah, sure
Get
does.
up there and just, my style was always kind of wing it. I wouldn't really go in there with much written, like if any,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of flow with it and whatever. I sucked, but it was fun and it got me a lot of things. It got me some confidence. It got me some like understanding, and it was always a good time.
Yeah, you had that cool gig, the one with damn, where you hosted that show. Remember the benefit?
Yeah. The benefit
That was
show.
nice.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was
cool.
fun.
It flopped. Like, how do you even flop?
You didn't
as
flop.
A,
I don't think you flopped at all.
I didn't hit my mark. I wanted to I was just hosting it, so it didn't really involve a whole lot of comedy, but it could have.
It was
and I
also a
didn't
lot of
need
really
a
good
lot.
comics.
Yeah, there were like hardcore comics there,
Yeah.
man. I'm sitting in the
Yeah.
fucking green room with,
Dan
like some
Soder.
hitters, dude.
There was Dan Soder. I don't
Soder
remember
was
anybody
there.
else. No, Mark DeMeo.
DeMeo was
Mark
there.
DeMeo was there. Yeah.
The year before, Giannis and Chris were there.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because that's where you met them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
funny.
it was a great time.
That's
that
a-
benefit
that's a
was
pretty,
great. Shout out to Megan.
Pretty cool little
Tim.
spot there. They still doing it in the same spot?
No,
No?
it kind of. Well, I think she's still doing it, doing the benefit company, if you will, or the whole thing. But that show doesn't happen anymore. No.
Ah.
Yeah, it
You
was
see so many good shows come and go.
yeah.
RIP to another one, you take a little sip for the fucking...
Pour one out for my Figgas.
Pour out the DC, baby. They've been saying that aspartame. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Aspartame is carcinogenic.
What did you say?
Aspartame? What? That's not it?
No, that's how you say it.
Aspartame?
Yeah, I've been saying it wrong forever.
No.
Aspartame.
Aspartame?
That's how you say it. I'm just fucking with you, bro.
That's how you say
I love
it?
the way you said it, though. Aspartame. You fucking totally changed that. That was good. Aspartame. Sounds like a
Aspartame.
shitty cologne. Aspartame.
Aspartame. Yeah, it sounds right to me.
Yeah, no, it could be.
They're saying that it's carcinogenic.
Yeah, big time, bro. Big time. I drink a lot of diet soda. It's just like my
It's-
default. There's no calories. There's no sugar. I drink it because it's cold. I drink more water still,
Uh-huh.
but I drink a lot of diet soda.
But I think that study's fucked up. The study that they used to say is cancerous, they do it in mice. They haven't done it in people yet.
Yeah.
It's in mice, and then it's also injected into their brain.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, once it metabolizes, or
It has
I'm
like
sure
a
it doesn't.
crazy more
go-
metabolized,
we're
metabolic
gonna-
rate.
Yeah, and if it's being pumped right into their brain, your organs aren't supposed to have any of that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We're gonna dissolve it, metabolize it, and then it gets dispersed into your body.
Should I double check it, or should I just keep
No, we'll just keep
repeating
talking
that?
shit, bro.
Right?
Fuck it.
I should just keep repeating that
Just
as
keep
if it's
repeating
true,
it.
right?
We have no idea if it's
I don't
true.
know if it's true or
Listen,
not.
if
I'm almost
you were
positive
listening
I heard
right
that.
now for any medical
Yeah.
advice, you're fucked up.
Yeah, right?
Not me for telling you horse shit.
No.
Right? So
See, but like this is where people get fucked up. You shouldn't listen to anyone
yeah.
and take like serious advice. Like even doctors on podcasts, you shouldn't take their advice as medical advice. You should take it as information.
Yes.
And then when you have that information, you can intuitively either believe it and follow that course of action, or you can be skeptical and try to prove it wrong or try to find out for yourself. You know what I mean? Like
Research.
talk to your own doctor.
Yeah.
Like especially if it pertains to your health.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because that's going to give you an individual look. Like that, at least your doctor knows who you are and has been seeing you. But, you know, you're going to listen to, all right, it might be a great guy. Might be a really smart guy. But I'm not going to fucking listen to Huberman because, you know, and like change my life. Yeah, he might give you some broad advice, but
you but you get information. Like if you hear everybody's talking about the cold plunge thing.
yeah.
Right? So you hear and then they like everybody talks about whatever studies that are associated with it, and then it's up to you. You don't like if you disagree with it or if you don't think that it's worth it, then just don't do it.
Right. Hey, some people in that particular case, some people can't cold plunge.
Somebody's cold plunging and going into shock.
Yeah.
Someone out there is
blue right now.
And they're getting fucked up. Somebody has probably died from cold plunging.
Oh yeah.
That everybody has to stop. Does that mean people are spreading dangerous misinformation about cold plunge? No.
Right.
It's just I don't know, man. The way that they
But that
censor shit online. Like I get dinged for so many things that are unrelated to what I posted. Like I'll post a meme with a joke attached to it, and they'll ding me, and the fact check will have nothing to do. It'll be a topic that has nothing to do with the joke, but because the picture is the same as a different meme that says something different, they
associate
they
it.
associate it. Yeah. And it's like you're getting fact checked. They're saying this is blah, 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 blah. This has nothing to do with that.
None of those words.
Yeah,
match
it's like
up.
it does not even.
That's asinine.
It's
That's
so
an algorithm.
crazy.
We're paying for an algorithm.
But you
get
like you
punished for it.
dispute it, and they just they don't remove it from your thing. They like my account is constantly under threat.
Yeah, they're always watching it. Probably you're the troublemaker.
Yeah, I can't monetize, and also I can't even post. I just got the right to post links again.
Oh my god!
Right, I was not able to post links, but I can't at all do. You know how everybody has those things where like it's like a trending picture thing, like you'll have to post post your last pic in the sun. And then it's like a pic where everybody shares the same pic, and it's like a trend. I can't use that feature. If you post a pic like that, like if you post a pic, just bought my favorite gun, right? And you're doing it because so many people are trending. You saw somebody else do it, and you clicked it, and you're able to post your own version, and it posts under that same thing.
Okay.
I can't do that. I can't click anybody else's. It's just blank. No, I never. It's a new feature that was rolled out when I was shadow banned, and I was never given access back to it.
No shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
It's so weird.
You're fucking dumb.
Yeah, it's so weird the way, and the even most messed up thing about it too is the fact that they're getting all of our digital information for free.
Yep.
And then you're turning
big time on it, and it's only to our dismay.
Yeah, and they're turning it against us. Yeah, they're weaponizing it against us. Yeah,
it's not like it's innocuous. It's not going to bother
your
anybody.
Digital information that we've used to make billions of dollars is now ours, and it's gone. Hey Vic, those 10 years that you had photos of your life. Yeah, that you've only uploaded to Facebook and then you deleted because you got new phones and stuff, and the only place they existed was on Facebook. Remember those 10 years of memories? Yeah, that's gone because you are talking about something that we're later going to acknowledge is true.
Yep. I 100% relate. My Instagram was taken from me. You know, I had a lot of content on that, and a lot of it was pretty cool, and no discussion at all. I appealed it multiple times. Nobody
no
talked.
Number.
Nah.
No 800 number you can call.
And think about that. Think about the product that we're talking about. Information. I don't think there's any other product that is, quote unquote, for sale or available for commerce that has such a juxtaposition of worth from seller to buyer. The seller doesn't give a shit about something that is so important to us, the person that created it, right? That's our whole life. That's very important. I don't care if you don't even give a shit about it. These apps, those memories they mean something to you. They mean nothing to the people that sell them and deal them. And even to a point, the people that buy it, they don't give a shit about it. The industry doesn't need it at all. Like, they don't acknowledge it. They don't care about it. Dude, but that's everything to us.
Check this out. What if you found this new indoor playground that was really cool? And you can go there. You could just go there. All you have to do is give them your email address. Right? And they'll give you your own unique pass to get in. Okay. You can go there. You have to obviously play by their rules. You can go there and play as much as you want, as long as you want. Right? If you have a problem in there, if you get injured in there, you're on your own. Right?
Sounds like Epstein's Island.
You can't sue us.
Okay.
Right? I don't know. The name of this park is called Facebook. All right? You can go in this park. You can play. You're going to sweat playing, right? Profusely. While you're in there, you just sweat nonstop.
Yeah,
and they give you towels.
Stressful. Wow.
And you wipe your sweat on these towels. You soak them. And you put them in these bins, right?
Right.
And you just keep going. You love playing. You don't give a shit about the towels.
Yeah, it's just your sweat.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they take those towels and they sell those towels to everybody else. And they make billions of dollars on these towels.
Yeah. Okay, that's an even better point.
Right? Would you be like, hey, man.
Totally like bio waste.
Yeah, because you didn't even know it was valuable.
Right.
You didn't know the fucking sweat that you're in that towel was valuable, or else you would have kept it. I would have taken my own.
Or at least I would have made a decision on whether I gave it to you to monetize it.
Yes.
Yeah. Shit.
If you're gonna make all this money on this,
fuck you.
Hold on one sec.
Yeah, let's talk.
They're like, hold on, no, we're giving you this place to come play. We built this place to come play for nothing.
Like, we
didn't charge you anything.
You already told me you were giving me your sweaty shit.
You don't
towels.
need this. Yeah. What are you gonna do with it?
Signed. You already signed.
What are you gonna do with it?
Yeah.
Right. That's the data.
They created something that they could take from us that we didn't even know.
Yeah, we didn't know it was valuable. We didn't know it was valuable. Data didn't know it was valuable. You keep throwing the sweat towel this whole time. You're just throwing the sweat towel, and you're wondering, how does this facility stay open?
Yeah.
How does this facility stay open? They keep it so clean in here. They're always updating shit. They're always updating. Look how nice. Sometimes they don't let us in. Sometimes we show up to come in and it's closed. Yeah. But then we come back in and they fixed all the stuff. They fixed that leaky roof already. They fixed, they fix everything. They're always keeping how do they have all this money? Yeah. Where is this money? Then you ask them, like, hey man, how do you keep the doors open? And they're like, nothing, man. Let me get that towel.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Just hurry up. Don't you have to pee?
Sign this thing again. You give you this fucking scroll to sign where it says somewhere in the middle of the fucking scroll that says, hey, these towels are ours.
And it's full of people.
They're like, what do you mean? These towels are ours. You signed those towels away.
No, there's a grate over it. It falls in. You can't get it back out. Yes. And it's just filled with other people that are like,
Everybody's
like,
throwing
hey,
their
isn't it
towels.
cool in here? And everybody's throwing their fucking towels and sweating all over the place. And you're like, yeah, I guess it's all right. Let me just bullshit with you fucking morons. And the collective morons just sweat a lot. And we have no idea that is
Just being in there,
man.
just going in there, you're fucking dancing, all that shit, everything, everything that falls off of you while you're walking in there, they collect it.
Piss,
the piss.
Yeah, and that's even truer.
Everything,
because if you go on those fucking websites, you know everybody's shitting everywhere. It's the filthiest, fucking gassiest, wettest shit.
Plus, they know when you're in there in that facility. They know when you walk, when you're going off into that corner over there and jerk off.
Oh yeah,
and they know what you're looking at.
Yep.
They know what you're thinking about while you're jerking off too.
You even
got it in a file upstairs.
Yo, you even say
okay
when they're like, we're gonna send our photographer into your jerk off station, and you're like, no problem. You could access my camera whenever you need to. They ask you that.
Yep.
And you're like, yeah, sure. So you're sitting on the can watching that hot chick that you fucking noticed on Instagram, cranking your wank, and somebody could be watching you. And we all fucking know it. We all know that fact.
Yeah.
And nobody fucking cares. I've looked at my camera and been like, fuck it. You've seen it already.
Yeah.
That's fucking wacky. If you went to that gym or that playhouse or whatever you're talking about, and they were like, hey, we're gonna check out our jerk off station. They're like, wow,
new jerk off station.
Nice chair. There's
hey,
lotion right here, a towel, and all these walls. Nobody could see me. And then they're like, wait, no. Somebody's gonna stand in there with you, possibly behind you.
That's how that. They're like, you walk in, and you're like, you're looking around. You're like, oh my god, look at all this. Why are all these girls in here? They just let girls in here wear anything. It's like, oh my god, that girl's showing pictures of her butthole. I'm like, hey man, there's like a kid over there. There's like,
Are those your kidneys?
Yeah, there's fucking kids here. Like, and you're fucking just showing your fucking butthole. How come every time I try to talk to you, all you do is send me this? You send me to this fucking room where I have to buy naked pictures of you.
You'll only talk to me if I give you money for your naked butthole. Where do I sign?
Dude, it's a fucking wacky business.
Yeah, and so they pick and choose what
So
they're going to censor. You know, like you said, there's little kids everywhere, and you're allowed to post a whole lot of your naked body and even sexual acts. You know, like they don't even skate the line. It's in my
Instagram
opinion,
is better at it than fucking than Twitter. Twitter is like porn.
Snapchat's the new thing is showing nipple, bro.
Oh no, Snapchat you can show anything because it disappears.
Yeah,
that's the
like,
fucking.
I think I've
you
seen
think it disappears. That's another one.
It disappears to the dummies, but they got it forever.
Snapchat is like the glow in the dark room. You go in the glow in the dark room and you think you can't see everything. And you just fucking,
all they do is flip on the
Meanwhile,
lights.
they got fucking infrared cameras and shit. That shit stays on video for them.
But if you say something that is politically aligned in a certain way, I'm not even going to say one way or the other. If it's in a certain way, they line you up against other people. So that's like, you know, you walk into this place and they're like, oh, by the way, I just have a question. Who don't you like? And you're like, oh, man, I really would hate to see my boss in here. And they're like, boom, they put you in a room with them, with 45 of them.
They're all there.
Oh, great.
Yo, social medias is a fucking crazy place to exist.
What do you think? All right, so whatever. We're two father figures.
Father figgies.
What do you think about the kid? Like my daughter is a year and a half old, so she's not in it yet. But it's right around the corner. I know it. I could feel it.
You know what's funny? What my daughter asked me today, she's like, "Daddy, I wish there was like a TikTok or an Instagram for kids where you can just scroll through things and not see inappropriate things. Like you just want to be able to scroll." She's like, "I just want to scroll and maybe look at art things or maybe," and like I'm like, all she wants to do is entertain herself mindlessly with fucking scrolling.
Yeah. Well, there's a whole lot to talk about on that point. I mean, one, like you're saying, she is inclined to waste time. Like that's where she's
because she looks at that. She looks at that stuff with her mother. Like her mother will show her TikTok videos. They'll get like on a TikTok trend,
right?
Or she like my daughter looks at what a lot of they like to look at is other people playing, role playing. right? So you know how when you were kids and you take the G.I. Joes and you're in your mind, you're saying voices, right? They do that, but with games, right? So there's things like there's a game called Toca Life, right? TOCA.
Like a phone game?
No. It's an app.
Console.
Yeah. No, it's an app. Yeah. Phone game. It's an app, and it's it's like a world, a little world that they create, and you could build little like a little cities. It's like SimCity, but for like smaller kids.
Okay.
And it's so cool, and you can make different characters. You can change the outfits to make everything about them, and then you can customize the place. And then in the place, there's like a drop down menu. So you go to the drop down menu, and then it has like all the other stuff you can have, and you can just move stuff around and go through different places. And then she wants me to buy her packs, and the packs are like $1.99 or $2.99 or $3.99, $4.99.
Did this game like develop? Like if they do it the right way, will this little city flourish? Or
yeah, she just gets more cities.
Okay.
No, there's no point to it. It's literally just like a toy. And that she could just continue to play, and that's what she does. It has like a mode where she can role play and then record herself, and then she records herself playing. Because you could take the character with your finger and move the character. So that's why I got her the iPad with the pen, because she sits there with the pen and she can grab the little character and then move it around, and then she can grab toys and put them in the thing's hand, and it'll the faces will change. You
and
can
the whole
change
time
face.
her face is in this camera, and like is she interacting with a camera through a camera? Is her picture involved?
No. It's not her. It's just she can customize the little characters, and then they do like on a screen. They roll like Let me show you a picture, because this is a pretty big.
That's the game itself, and then she applies it to.
Yeah, then she could apply it to like the world, the environment, and everything changes. So like if you're in a room with a TV, you can tap the TV and turn it on. You can move stuff around. You can change the bookshelves. You can change the decorations and the couches and stuff.
Okay, and you were saying kids play this game like on TikTok or something?
Yeah, so what it is they role play on TikTok. So the whole game is put this on the big screen. The whole game is like role playing. So the whole time you're trying to role play these characters, just like if you play with toys.
Right.
Just like if you play with toys, all these little things in their hand, like these little things you can find. Sometimes if you click on the paintings, right, you can click on a painting and then it'll open and there's a safe behind it. And then you can open and there's like a little gem.
Okay.
And then you could just hide it, and then you can store it in your inventory and stuff. So there's like these little presents. You could open presents every Friday. They get free gifts. There's like you can move all these little details. Everything is so much detailed, and that's what my daughter's into. And it's all this. It's just a different way to play than we did.
Right. It's super interactive.
Yes,
and
imaginative. It's very they don't lead you. There's no storyline. There's no dialogue boxes. There's nothing.
That's their introduction to like free to roam video games.
Yeah,
we were like 20 years old when those things popped out. 15 maybe.
That's the thing I like about the game, is that there's no story. So there's nothing that they're telling you. There's nothing they're filling your kid's head with on a constant basis. It's all just blank things, and she can play with it and maneuver it and talk about her head. You know what I mean?
It seems like a great point. Mm-hmm. It is a good point, but it seems like there's more positive, but possibly negative that we're not considering. I mean, we're desensitizing children to being totally cool with interacting completely inside a TV, inside a game, inside a screen.
Yeah.
And what are we being set up for? What is this meta world?
Yeah, that's different. That's the whole technology philosophy as a whole.
Yeah, but
that wouldn't even be the
game. When there was a game that was dictated to you, like you're saying, like a point or a story, you're doing that. Here, you're just getting lost inside this world.
It'd be like, but it's that world is the imagination. It's just a different method of getting there, right? So you have the toy aspect, like if she's playing Barbies, if she plays Barbies for 2 hours, it's no different than if she plays this for 2 hours,
Right.
because it's just a different environment, right? So if you're limiting your child's iPad usage, which you probably should for most kids, you should. I feel like my daughter's an exception because she has her own timer. Where she sometimes she could be on it for a while, other times she won't look at it for the whole day because she's in her
just not
art
nuts
thing.
with it.
Yeah, because she's very artistic. So a lot of things she does, a lot of times she's watching her iPad, but she's fucking drawing masterpieces.
Oh, nice.
She's on her art kick, or making stuff, or
She's got a
writing.
balance. She's
Yeah,
not
she
just stuck on
reads.
it.
Yeah. So she does other things. So I'm not concerned about it. But other kids, if it's the only thing that they consume and they don't have any other outlets, that's not healthy.
Yeah.
They should have other outlets where they're doing other things and mixing it up. Like my daughter likes to box. Like it's different.
Well, she definitely has other interests, and that's great.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying
You have to mix it up.
that you're doing the wrong thing or not.
No, I didn't take it that way at all. Yeah.
But what I'm saying, even though she is on the more controlled side, or what am I trying to say? Maybe she's not one of those kids that gets lost in it, and that's great.
She's not a zombie.
But she's still exposed to a pretty deep vessel. That, like, I don't know, I wasn't exposed to that when I was a little kid, and that's this developmental time. And so for her to have just a basic understanding that there can be a life inside this video game is kind of weird, like I almost feel like this is the continuation of a lot of indoctrination that we've lived through. And now the new way is to get these kids to be cool with this metaverse where, okay, you might have those interests in boxing and in art and in playing outside or whatever, but
there's no play
there's
outside
possibility.
no more.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
one thing
There's
that
no
they
play
lost. What's
outside
the
no
next thing
more.
they're going to lose?
Yeah.
Just
But no
playing
play
in their
outside
room?
no more is one of the things that we were talking about before. Is you can't leave your kid outside anymore.
Yeah,
You can't.
I know.
I was thinking that.
and this totally correlates with where you were going.
Yeah.
When your daughter was saying, "I just wish there was a place just for kids so we could do that." That's like their new play outside. Like, I want to be able to go someplace and be safe. Like, we can't let them outside because of crazy people.
Yeah.
We can't let them on the adult websites or apps because of crazy people, but we can't even do that because now they'll figure out a way, some pervert sitting in his mom's basement at 45 years old eating cheese puffs with fucking cheese on his balls is going to figure out a way to get in there and prey on little kids.
Dude.
It's like a park that you thought you could go to, but now there's weirdos looking,
I keep harping on this, and this is going to be a complete subject change because this, I'm sure you're going to agree with this, and this is the same vicinity of what we're talking about also.
Okay.
Posting pictures of your kids online, I feel like, this is my personal opinion, I don't say this to shit on what other people are doing because I don't judge other people's situations. Just don't know. Everybody's going through some fucking other shit. So
Feel
you can't. Yeah, you have to have empathy for somebody else's perspective in all kind of fucking cases because everybody makes mistakes. Whatever. However, I just think posting your pictures of your kids online is a huge liability.
I know.
Not just because of what they can do now with AI, and I was always already scared of Photoshop.
Yep.
Like just the thought of some fucking whack job beating off to a fake picture of a kid with my daughter's face on it.
Oh my gosh.
That's not real is like I was like, I can't have her image out there for anybody to grab. Right? In the beginning, it was a cosmetic thing because my daughter was born with a big bump on her head and one on her arm, the hemangiomas, right? And it wasn't so much a matter of shame or anything. It's just like we didn't want to share that with nobody else. That was our thing that we were going through, right? And then it initially formed from that to an immediate protective thing where we're like, okay, now we're just accustomed to shielding her from everything. So
Yeah.
now it's like, this is just, and even like 1, 2, 3, 4, the mentality was like, this is my precious little cargo. Like nobody on the internet is worth seeing this. You get nothing. You get zilch.
Oh man,
this is a fucking treasure that you get nothing of. Right? I was like, you guys have no idea what this is. Like this, you know, like, and I would do like certain videos where you just hear her voice and stuff. And I was just like, that was just out of bursting with like pride that this kid is so funny. Like I just, you know, like I want to share, like you don't understand how funny this kid is. I went through
the hardest bout with that myself because I just recently got back onto Instagram only maybe like 8 months ago. And the baby is only 17 months old now. So we didn't fight, but like I kind of told my wife, I don't want to be posting pictures of the baby. And she didn't really understand it. And I understand fully the implications, fully. So we had this talk, but she respected me just like I would respect her. And we just decided not to do that. And then most recently, like within the last month, I let one slide because of this insane pride that I have over my beautiful daughter. And I posted a picture.
Share it,
I want to. And I did and immediately regretted it just because, like, look, I can minimize it, but it's already out. There's no delete. It's gone, you know? And I kind of regret it, you know, having done it. And that's seriously, I think it's one post with 2 pictures. And I'm really bugging about that because that's
was like a story, or is it like the ones that stay on?
It's the one that stay on.
It's still on there?
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I mean, I'm private.
Fucking
fuck. I vet everybody.
But all right, guys, we're gonna have to start editing this fucking episode. No, you know what? Also, it's not. You know what? Also, is the thing is, I don't think a one-off picture is so bad. When I mean a liability, what I was meaning by a liability, it's not the one picture that you let slide through. It's not just her image. The thing that's the real liability is when you constantly post pictures, right? Because what happens is if you constantly post pictures, number one, even if you're private, you still most likely don't know every one of your followers.
Oh, yeah.
Right? There's some fucking skeleton in there somewhere, right? Or you just don't know. Unless you have like a very minuscule amount of followers where you know
There's people that you don't know everything about.
Yes.
No doubt. Even the closest people
you don't know who gets hacked. Too. You don't know who gets hacked either.
Yep.
When you post a lot, you not only post the picture, you post patterns.
Yes.
You post backgrounds. You
inadvertently talking about details, what the kids eating, what they can't, so we know already what they're not allergic
liabilities,
to.
You know, security fucking threats, like as far as who are the people that are around the kid all the time,
end
uncles,
up showing where they're
aunts,
at a lot of times.
School, you start seeing a pattern. What time they get out of school? Where are they going after school?
And through pictures, real psychos will figure out where you are based on geographic images, man.
Targeted traffickers, bro. Targeted traffickers. I am sure of it. This is not even me knowing a story of, but just the thought of it. If I could think of it, and I'm not a fucking psychopath, that kind of psychopath anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could think of something like that on a defensive end, think of what these fucking maniacs are thinking of on the offense.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And they're capable of everything.
So much more.
About. Yeah,
and
we don't
more.
even know. Yeah,
Sure. And things we have no idea about. So I just feel like if you're repetitively posting pictures online, you're giving up security.
Yep.
You're giving up... it's not security also, it's some fucking technical term, like, you know, you're giving up your position, you're giving up intel, you know, on yourself that's people can gather, you know, and that's the fucking scary shit.
And that I think is the whole point of the creation of these apps. Like, we didn't think that our habits online were going to be worth anything. And obviously we just talked about how much they're worth to huge companies. They create content and apps, or in the form of apps and websites even, specifically to harvest and gather things, just like a trap. A trap is set to find a fox, to snare a specific animal. Well, they snared a specific animal we didn't even know was an animal or worth anything, like we talked about, but they create things specifically to grab those, like the facial recognition. That has been proven that those apps where they change your face, make you look funny or old or fat or whatever.
They record your face.
They're recording your face, and that's where we're moving towards. Again, we didn't know it was coming, but it's coming.
What about the other app that
Facebook? I don't.
There's another one that monitors your room, like you're inside of your house. So like they can map you inside of your house. They wanted permission.
All of our routers are doing that, bro.
Smart TVs,
all of our routers.
everything. Oh,
they're not. They can use their powers. They can use the system that they have installed in them to map out the entire room, where you are, even through walls. They can do that.
Mm-hmm.
They just haven't been turned on yet, for lack of a better word. Like, they're going to one day do that. They can already. They just haven't initiated it.
It's that 5G shit.
Yeah, and who knows? That's just what I heard. Maybe they do initiate it and they use it all the time.
Listen,
and we'll
man,
never know.
If you're hearing about it, it's probably already 10 years old.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
I
Like
think
the shit that
Facebook
they
is
have.
an old app now, and that was admittedly created by a couple of alphabet agencies to harvest information from people. They admitted it's out there. The information is out there that they actually were trying to make their own app, the government, or not an app, but a system to take that information, and it was voted against. And then the very next month, Facebook was created, and they just slid right in there. And they don't have to steal anything.
They went in there as investors. Early investors.
They don't have to ask for
One of their
anything.
shell
We are
companies.
willingly giving up crazy personal and private information. Yeah. You know, like you just said, all the food we eat, where we live, what kind of car I drive, what I like to do.
That's like the 23andMe shit. Yeah, they get your DNA.
Exactly. They found another way to harvest more stuff.
I was against it at first. Now I want to do it because they already got my DNA. I'm in the fucking system. I'm a felon. They got my DNA swab already. So my DNA's already in the system.
You think they swabbed you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
I mean, I've given blood, so I can't imagine that somebody doesn't have access to it.
Somewhere your DNA's. I just don't think they keep it on record. Yeah, as far as like your DNA.
Yeah.
You know, but the DNA swab like that for the state.
Oh, I guess
they put that in. That goes into the database, and it's logged as my DNA. So if I ever commit a crime and my DNA, or if there's ever a crime and my DNA is on the scene, they'll come up. Yeah. Wow. I'll come up no matter what.
Yeah, that's one of those things that they'll use.
I'm in the database.
That's a pretty good argument. Well, we caught somebody doing something illegal, so they're labeled a criminal. Mm-hmm. And, hey, listen, we're going to just harvest everybody's DNA. Yeah. People would probably be like, wait a minute, why? But then you turn around and you say, well, we caught a criminal, and we want to take their DNA so that we could put it in a database. And that's a great way to justify a pretty harsh maneuver. Mm-hmm. And we're just going to take your shit. Your God-given or whatever, your creator's given genetics. Yeah. We're going to
hold that. Your fucking soul's fingerprint, we're going to hold that for you.
We're just going to...
We're going to hold that for you.
We're not going to, re-engineer a sheep ever 40 years later.
With your head on it. Imagine a fucking ram. A ram with your face, bro. You have a fucking ram face with the fucking beard and everything, your jawline. And you just put some fucking big-ass horns on you. You'll look like a Hellboy.
Well, I want that.
You'll look like Hellboy, bro.
Women could go get their tits done. I want my horns done.
Dude, if you came out with
Hellboy.
Just jacked. You're like just a jacked Hellboy.
That would be fun,
bro.
Man.
Hellboy's a beast of a dude, bro. Yeah,
I just got to figure out a way to get red. Like real red. Or orange. What is he, red?
No, he's red.
Yeah, he's red.
He's red. He's Satan's son.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. I think he's Satan's son.
Hollywood
or he's
that
some
cool.
Shit. That guy, I love that guy, Ron Perlman.
Oh, he's the best. I love Ron Perlman. I'll go on record. I love Ron Perlman.
That guy's fucking awesome. I don't give a shit about his fucking political views.
I don't even know what they are. It doesn't matter to me, bro.
He's got Trump derangement syndrome.
He does?
He's TDS'd.
Oh,
he's TDS'd up. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad to see somebody. You know why? I don't care if you don't like Trump. I don't care. You know, I personally think this guy's a fucking asshole too, but he's hilarious. He's also one of the funniest people on the planet.
Oh, for sure.
Right? So I'm able to acknowledge that about him, right? And sometimes he just spits too real.
Yeah.
Like he starts spitting some shit that,
Yeah, and you're like,
and he goes off script. Yeah, he goes off script.
I wouldn't say that at a bar.
I mean,
and you're the president.
No, there's that. But I mean, he'll say some shit where like he probably shouldn't be saying. He's probably saying too much. Right. You know, where he's like he's trying to do too much. Where he just said, like, he's not on script. He doesn't have bullet points that he constantly is repeating. He's not like a politician where they stay on script. It's hard to get them to go off and say some shit and say the quiet part out loud. Oh, yeah. Whereas he can go off on shit and detour. Yeah. So I'm able to acknowledge if people don't like him, that's fine. But then there's the people that are just... They don't like other people that like him. Like they think you're fucking, you know what I mean? Like they're just, if you bring him up, they shut down, and it's like they're out of their minds. Like there's that, like that. And I think he was like on that level. I'm almost positive, like on Twitter.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah. But I love that guy.
The alignment politically, I think people like that, like you just described, I think they're insane. They're unhinged. They've lost broken. Something.
Something happened.
It's kind of crazy that I was made to think that way about that other side because it's the majority, not all of them, because it's definitely red and blue. But I just think either way, whichever way you're aligned, like if you can't chill out and talk, you're doomed. Or not, you're never going to get better. Or at least listen.
Or coexist.
Yeah.
Both extremes have gotten too loud.
Yeah.
Where when you talk rationally to people in real life and you have conversations, mostly everyone is moderate. They're not. You come across some people where they're out of their minds like that, but you can kind of talk them off the ledge. You know,
as long as you're willing to have that communication,
you just gotta get to the point where you agree.
Yeah, on something. Exactly. You know, like we should be able to relate to something. Yeah. We're both living on this place.
You gotta snake your way till you find something you agree, and then be like, "Hey, man, we're still people."
Yeah,
you know, and then back off.
But that's pretty sad that we have to go to that
point.
Some
people are fucking too far gone. But I'm also trying to be more empathetic with the massive psyop that was just perpetrated on the fucking world as far as the COVID response.
Yeah.
With the lockdowns and everything that they did to people. And, you know, like I'm also trying to be more empathetic to the fact that they just broke a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
They pushed a lot of people that were already near the edge way the fuck over it.
And you have to also recognize that they did that to come up with the outcome we're talking about. They created a playing field where it's us versus them, no matter who you are.
Yeah. And it's unreasonable.
Yeah.
And it's unreasonable.
Yeah, the playing field is full of traps, and it's unreasonable. Yeah. There's no rules.
You know why they make it unreasonable? So that they can say unreasonable shit and nobody questions them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching that press secretary, that John Pierre Paul lady. The press secretary I'm talking about?
Man, I
the
saw
fucking black
that.
lady with the orange hair.
Yeah.
Where like they asked her a question and it was like a detailed question about like corruption or something. And she totally just talked about something else. Like she totally like, I don't remember it, so I'm just quoting. Like this wasn't the actual quote. This is just me bullshitting. But it was like the equivalent of just saying you're a racist and then moving on. She just basically said something to dismiss his point of view. As something, you know, like she just made you do this thing. They do this thing. They've created this real emotional fucking whirlwind, right? Where anything you hear is that you have this automatic emotional response, right? Where you can't be reasonable. So then what they do is they just launch something at you that places you in that bunch, so that automatically you're unreasonable to talk to.
It's a trap door.
Yes.
It's a dismiss button.
It's a way that you don't have to debate.
Goodbye.
And it's a way you don't have to confront tough topics.
And you don't even have to be anywhere close to the truth when you call this person whatever it is.
You don't have to defend
You're
your
a racist,
position.
I don't want to talk to you.
You don't have to defend your position. You don't have to even if you know you're standing on dog shit.
Yeah.
You don't have to acknowledge it because you're in this group. Yeah. Nobody wants to talk to you, bro.
They just made a way to make it socially acceptable to not listen, to create tension, to say, shut up without saying anything. And sometimes they say it, but it's cool. That's the whole point, is that they just broke down communications for us. Now it's real easy to just not communicate. Who needs that? In what way of life is that going to get anybody any further? Yeah. There's no way. There's no upside to that. Unless you're trying to do something to disrupt a lot of people. Mm-hmm. You know, if you think that there's too many people on the planet, or you think that they're controllable in a smaller group setting, and you want to make a new order, just create dismay. You know, that's step 1. Maybe step 5. They did a whole lot of things, you know. Yeah, I saw an interesting bit of information the other day. Kind of about how things were mapped out by a very official person and just published these rules that the United Nations was going to abide by. The United Nations, all of our nations united, have one little company under one roof, and they said, well, we're going to give this woman the reins, and her reins went towards this path that says these 10 rules are going to be followed from now on. And this is because we want the outcome of it, you know? And they included taking all religion out of the classroom. Okay. And then they went to basically create problems with everybody. You know, I'm trying to find it right now so that I don't sound so dumb, because it was incredibly insightful. And when you're talking about something real, it really happened. People should know about these things, and it was hidden as far as
there was
I'm
something
concerned.
else they were trying to do with the United Nations, where they wanted to like sneak in some new like clause or some new thing where it gave like the United Nations security force or something like authority on U.S. soil or something.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Something weird like that with the United Nations.
Should I play something?
What?
If it's like that.
Oh, it's a video?
Yeah, it's
nobody's gonna be able to hear that shit. What is it? What is it called?
It's
Is it on YouTube?
No, it was on Instagram.
In the Grammys?
Yeah, it was in the Gram, and it talks about, you know, the United Nations, one God, Satan over all.
Oh, all right.
That's kind of like the headline.
That sounds that sounds like a promising future.
It's unbelievable.
It's, you know, things under Satan are actually a lot more equitable for everyone.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like people worry too much about equal opportunity and stuff. Like, you don't have to worry about that. When Satan's in charge, everybody is equal under Satan.
I think that it's not really Satan.
Equal, bro.
I understand what you're saying. Everybody is equal. I guess even under torment and fire. But,
absolutely.
I don't think that it's like. I think that Satan is a construct. It was like some easy way to make something seem really bad to be like Satan is the Antichrist. I don't think that that's the real negative in our life. I think that it's not Satanism. I think it's Saturnism.
Saturnism.
I've done some.
You don't like the fucking rings?
Oh, guy.
The rings are a problem?
This is like negative energy and evil forces. And if you look up Saturnism, there's a whole deity. There's like many gods that people still today are paying homage to without even knowing it. Like, I'm talking about people going to church are praying to an altar that is itself altered from its original state, and we are praying to gods that we don't even know exist, and our energy is being donated.
It makes sense. Well, that makes sense because one thing I started hearing about is like the way churches are built, like especially like old churches. I'm talking about
Copper
real
dome.
big churches, all that stuff. Like the energy and the acoustics in there is like crazy, and it's like supposed to be like on a vibe where it like relaxes you and stuff, and it makes you feel comfortable. And it's like, there's a lot of structures, especially like in Europe. Like there's a few here in the U.S. that they they tried to bring over, but mostly in Europe, in the old country, is a lot of structures that are a lot different than the rest of the neighborhood, and structures that they never built ever again, that were ever repeated in anything. Right. There's no new churches. Nothing. There's nothing, absolutely nothing like that. There's just, if you look at where these old, magnificent churches are, there you look at around them, and there's nothing in the whole neighborhood like them. They're just all by themselves churches.
And I bet you if you look into the materials used building that, you're going to find some strange metals that we do not use anymore. And you said it's a place where you're supposed to be grounded, calm, at your center.
But could it be for that shit, like you said? It could
be
be a ceremony.
So in that
that's
same
the way
video,
they need your soul.
This woman that created these, let's call them like tenets, has this company called Lucifer. It was originally called Lucifer, and they changed it to a company called Lucis, which still exists. This company is tied in with the UN. The UN, if you look into it, there is a room called a relaxation room. It's like a meeting room that they spent millions of dollars on. Okay, it's a big room in the UN. We could look it up right now. And it was designed by this guy, Karl, a very German name that I don't know it right now.
Karl Schwab.
He invented this. No, but close. It could be. He created this room, and in the center of the room is a 6-ton piece of ore, black metal. Like, I'm saying it's probably this big. It's probably 3 foot by 6 foot by 4 feet tall. It's a huge piece of ore, black cube, right in the middle of this room.
Is there a big thing around it?
No, it didn't. It was like a cube in the middle of a white floor in this room. The ceiling to the room had a cutout, and along the edges were 1,000 points of light. And behind it was this mural that was specifically made with a bunch of triangles and a few different colors. And it was created, and I can almost quote it because I read it so much last night. The guy created it as a space for people to go to find peace and connect to their inner self. And there's a giant 6,000-pound stone of ore in the middle of this thing, this black cube. And I can imagine that it's meant to shave you of your energy. I don't know, good energy, bad energy, positive, negative, but that's what I think is the real fuel on this.
Maybe it's the gay stone
realm.
That's the gay stone. You go in there and you just
next
fucking
to it too long.
You stand in there and it just gay radiates to you, and then it either turns you if you have the gene to gay, or if you go out you just start spreading it. You're like contagious for fucking 2 weeks. And that's how the gay gets across the world. The United Nations has just the gay stone, and every June they fucking invite people in.
Demasculate everything and everyone.
Like, why did everybody pick June as Pride Month? That's because that's the month they started spreading it around. I don't know. That's fucking silly.
I don't know.
That's
I think
fucking
there's
nuts.
a lot of weird stuff with energy that we don't know about. I think we're a lot stronger and more powerful than we know of.
Yeah.
Like, think about things. We don't know much about the sun and the moon. I know what they've taught me, and there's a lot of skepticism that I have based on stuff that I've seen and researched. I don't want to get into flat Earth, but I'm skeptical about a heliocentric form. And now we have something, the moon and the sun. These two things are polar opposites. There's two of them, right? One way, one the other way. Light, dark, God, Satan, heaven, hell. There's the sun and the moon. Well, we pray to both of them a lot of times without even knowing it. Like we sunbathe, and we peer at the moon once in a while, but a lot of things happen at night when the moon is prevalent, when it's over you. We go to sleep. And what happens to you when you go to sleep? You ever notice you wake up, at least for a few minutes or 1 minute after you just wake up, you are completely clear. You could have gone to bed really stressed out with a lot of energy and emotion. And then you go to sleep, and at first, at least until you remember it, you're clear. That's gone. It sucked it all out of you. I don't know what that moon is. I don't know what that satellite, quote unquote, is. Is that something that
they're gonna have the dream catcher?
They're sucking that out of us, bro. Yeah, I
the
guess
dream
so.
catcher, like the natives. They knew.
Shield.
The natives knew. They put the shield up.
Yeah,
The
dude.
dream catcher shield. That's nuts, dude.
they want.
But you know what? After watching the Truman Show, I fucking believe anything.
I think they put stuff out there like that in Hollywood to
That
give us
motherfucker was living in a
truths.
dome,
I think they give us truths.
right?
And Jim
Was it the
Carrey-
Truman Show that he was living in a dome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drew
And he
Carey
tried to get
even
out?
said, do you remember? Jim Carrey.
Jim
He even
Carrey.
said in that documentary he made about Andy Kaufman, he said, those movies that I was doing, like 6 or 7 movies in a row, were like very reflective of true life. He said that in this documentary. And then he went through and he said, The Truman Show, it made me realize that nothing is real and we're living in this world.
It could be.
And I think they put this stuff out there to kind of give us little truths or the truth, but we take it as, it's media, it's entertainment. But I think there's a lot of truth to that.
I think they
Not
use,
necessarily a dome, but that idea.
No, I think they use our arrogance as a species against us.
Oh, of course.
Like,
They taught us that.
how the hell were they going to trick us? There's no way they fucking trick all of us.
Mm-hmm.
7 billion of us are going to trick all of us?
The best part is they taught us that arrogance.
Yeah.
We weren't born with it. We were fed it. And we're right at the right point at the right time, and we fall for it at some point.
Yeah. Well, anything, like everything, even the fact that when they say there's 7 billion people on the planet, when they say there's 7 billion people on the planet, like, how do you know?
Yeah. I've seen a few hundred, maybe a few
How do you
thousand
know?
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. How could they fool everybody? Well, if we're all being fed from the same spoon and we're all looking through the same glasses, might be pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you consider the fact that it might be something we don't even know. We can't consider it. We don't know about
We don't know. There's things that you know, there's things that you don't know, and then there's things that you don't know that you don't know.
Right. And so if you really think about that, that's super easy to keep an entire species in the dark. Of course,
Yeah, especially if they've been hiding aliens since the fucking 40s. Shut up about anything else.
right.
Shut up.
Aren't they like
Shut
admitting
up.
lately too that I've seen a couple of things
They're having
pop up
on the
and go.
26th tomorrow. There's a very big congressional hearing on UFOs.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Holy shit! Yeah, if that
Congressional
comes
hearing
out,
on UFOs.
how is
tomorrow.
anybody going to believe anything? You're going to tell me we landed on the fucking
no.
moon?
People are still not going to fucking say anything.
I know. That's
They're
my
not
point.
going to. They're still not going to acknowledge anything. They're come on. There's no way. Like, listen, bro.
They just
They've
said
been
it.
hiding aliens,
And they're admitting.
they've got 12 ships
really.
and bodies,
I mean,
and
I've
some
heard
of them
these
were
things.
alive. This is what the whistleblower
Oh,
is saying.
yeah, the Navy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that.
He's saying they got 12 ships, which falls in line with what Bob Lazar was saying.
Yeah,
That they have multiple crafts and that they have there were bodies.
and propulsion systems that are extraterrestrial, for
Yeah,
lack of a better word.
It's
What if we just found out that they run on that kind of energy, that they've been stealing from us our entire existence?
well, what Bob Lazar says is that they run on anti-gravity.
Right.
So like it just pushes off the fucking ground. But it also
It pulls the vessel. It doesn't push it. It pulls time and space to the vessel rather than
it's
the other way
fucking,
around.
Yeah, because it's able to zip, right? So it's able to zip fast and go instant speed with no propulsion. There's no smoke. There's nothing that comes out of it, and it goes into water without making a splash.
Without being it's like it's not going. That's the way.
And it comes out of water.
They said instead of going through space or through matter, it goes to it. You know what I mean?
Weird.
What? So it's not
Fucking
affected by
weird.
water.
Yeah.
It doesn't have aerodynamic problems. That's wild. So if the reason obviously they didn't want us to know about these things, or they hid it because they didn't want us to know about it. And why? What could they be hiding from? You know, an energy system, the whole reason that we exist.
Yeah. You know about the Antarctica thing, right?
I know I've heard a lot of things about
But Sam, there's a lieutenant in the Navy, and there was like some sort of thing going on in Antarctica, and they were like, "We got to go check it out."
Buzz Aldrin went with them.
No,
this
is different. Yeah, this was a naval response, right? Because there was something going on in Antarctica. There was activity. They had to go investigate it. They sent a fucking fleet up there, multiple battleships. They went up there, and they came back. And they found this guy's diary later on. Whatever report that came out officially, they said whatever. The guy's diary, the fucking guy that ran the things, he was in charge of the whole thing going over there. His personal diary, he wrote that when he went up there, that they encountered aliens.
Big people?
That were aliens. No, it was like ships and stuff,
okay.
and just beings, and fucking it's fucking nuts. That's what he wrote in his personal fucking diary. He wrote about the encounter.
That whistleblower that more recently started talking said that there were troops deployed on the ground, and when they were investigating a crevasse or like a cave system that they thought had activity, they saw nephilids. They used the word nephilids. Nephilids are like giants. Big people. They said they were anywhere from like 12 to 20 feet tall. And these were like Navy SEALs. These are like contractor guys, not bullshit fucking geeks that are into weird, story time. They said that. I also heard that Buzz Aldrin, there was another expedition or something recently, I guess, probably in the last 5 years it seemed, and Buzz Aldrin was there. And he said on a recording, he said, that was the most frightening, evil thing I've ever seen. And then right afterwards, he had a heart attack based on what he saw.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure this is true, but I
based
never
on what
really
he saw,
heard about that.
Was it based on what he saw, or was it the vax? What was it?
I don't know. Maybe he's all boosted up. So maybe that was it.
Boosted up. 5 years ago, they were testing it on Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah.
And he's just had a fucking random heart attack.
We're talking about the almost definite possibility that there are aliens, and we think that people are not, we have the balls to challenge people being so ignorant that they'll push against that, but we just saw them all run to go get a shot that had no possible good news to it. Like, they just said go get it, and everybody went and got it. And of course these dummies are gonna deny the fact that there's aliens. Of course, fucking
shot, and then they don't think anybody lied.
Yeah,
nobody lied. Why would that company that's paid billions in fines, why would they lie?
Yeah, come on.
They're not going to make billions. Everybody's not going to make money off this. It's fucking an evil world, sir. Yeah. But let's wrap it up. We got to get out of here before this place fucking closes.
Yeah, you got it.
On a fucking Tuesday night. What do you got going on in your fucking days these days, father figure days? Any daddy trips planned? I'm going to Florida this fucking weekend.
Oh, you're going to Florida? That's right. Yep, that's nice. I kind of wish I could. My folks are down there, but I don't know. Work is heavy lately. I think we're just gonna. I do have a trip scheduled. I'm gonna bring the family and the families, my brother's families. We're gonna go up to our place in the
Gilby's
woods.
Yeah, nice.
Going upstate.
I like it.
Mom's coming in September to visit, and we planned a big family thing up there too. So that's, little things. I still haven't brought the baby to the beach, and that's kind of bugging me out. So I want to try
Good
maybe get like a day.
Look it up first before you go, because they had that fecal shit going on.
Yeah,
freaking.
dude,
I was gonna
Jersey Shores
go.
are filthy.
I was gonna go, and they just announced it like the 2 days before I was gonna. I took the day off of work. I was gonna go down to the beach, me and Isabella, and I was like, they said, "Oh no, it's fucking sewage washing back
but
up."
you know what? 2 hours before that, before they pulled the button and said, "Oh, there's too much shit in the water," it was the same amount of shit in the water. They just didn't catch it yet, and we were there. Or there's just they got to reach a micro level or whatever. So
they
it was
just
good
grossed
an
me
hour
out.
ago, and now all of a sudden it's not good. Like, ugh.
They grossed me out, and I was like, I can't do this shit. I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah, good.
No, but I'm happy. Fucking get to do some stuff. That's nice that you got some place to go create fucking memories. That's the shit that lasts longer than anything. That's better than any toy that you can buy them, than any imagination that they can have, is the memories. I'm so grateful that I have my mom's place to go to, and I've been able to go there and hang out with her and not have to spend crazy money on, hotels and rent-a-cars and shit like that. Rental Carls. Sorry, Carl. I'm not renting you, bro.
You rent too many calls
renting
lately,
Carl.
bro.
Hey, Carl, watch my kid while I go do comedy at some open mic in Florida. No.
It's the experience, you're with your mom.
All
with
that
your
stuff. But even if you're not
family.
going on trips, like plane trips and stuff, just all the experiences, the times you go to the park, the times that you spend with her playing, like all that stuff, everything else is worth sacrificing to have those moments, because those moments for her last forever. That's the shit. That's also the shit that shapes them, their personalities, their curiosity, their ability to learn, their social function, like everything. All the things that you can do with them and bring them places, and just bringing them to family houses, if you're bringing them food shopping, all the little things that you can expose them to.
And they're little time bombs too, those little memories, because I can remember when I was young, I remember being at the park with my dad or mom, and it meant one thing to me, but then now 40 or 35 years later, it means a lot more to me. Right. So it's a time bomb lesson.
Memories
like
are
a little
precious.
nugget of gold that's going to be opened later.
It's fucking beautiful. Those are the connections, and then you want to share that with the next generation.
That's why we're here, I think.
Yeah, father figures.
My figure.
All right, man. We're let me wrap it up with, of course, the wonderful sponsors at NJNY Pool Table Services, the A-Team. Moving a pool table, give them a call, njnypooltableservice.com. They got new tables, pool table sales. You're going to fix your pool table, all that good stuff. Empire Sewer and Water, NJ.com. Empire Sewer and Water, New Jersey. Commercial and residential services for your pipes and your drains. Give them a call. They got free estimates, and they're not going to beat you over your head, even though you deserve it, you bastard. And, of course, Combat Fitness Club, combat_fitness_club on Instagram. They are a boxing, fitness, personal training facility ran by professional boxers, certified personal training. You can DM them to reserve your personal training packages so you're not getting punked anymore on the streets. Learn how to fight, get your cardio in, learn discipline, have fun with people, and, let some of that aggression out. Stop being a bitch online and talking shit. Go punch some bags, right? Yo, Big Mike, thanks for coming through. As always, the VCast, Vic Cedeno, and I love you.
You're listening to my dad of the VCast.